Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, fellow Y&R addicts. Today is a wild day to be a fan, and we need to unpack the absolute madness that just dropped on our screens. Grab your coffee or something stronger and settle in, because we are diving deep into the explosive Las Vegas chaos. Oh my God. I am literally typing this with shaking hands because I cannot process what we just witnessed. I just finished watching the latest episode and I am losing my mind over here. I mean, we all knew Matt Clark was a total psychopath, right? We've known this for years. He has always been a menace to the Newman family. But what he just did to Riza Thompson? I am screaming at my television. I can't believe the writers actually went there. It's like they suddenly remembered how to write a terrifying, edge-of-your-seat thriller. And I am both here for it and completely traumatized. Are you guys seeing this? Am I the only one who had to rewind that entire sequence just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating? Let's just jump right into the absolute mess that Riza got herself into. Because wow, she really thought she could outsmart the devil himself. So we all knew Nick and Adam offered her $500,000 for information, $500,000. And Nick, in his current messy, drug-addicted state, actually managed to wire it from a secret account. I was sitting here thinking, okay, Riza takes the money, she gives them the info on Matt, she skips town, and we never see her again. Right, wrong, because Matt Clark is apparently omniscient. He somehow stumbled upon that exact $500,000 transfer from Nick's secret account to Riza. How does he have spyware on her phone? Is he hacking into offshore banks now? Who knows? But he found out, and the look on his face when he saw that transaction, literal chills down my spine. And let's talk about Matt's reaction for a second. Because this is what makes him such a top-tier villain right now. He didn't just fly off the handle immediately. He didn't scream. He didn't throw a tantrum like some of the amateur bad guys we've had in Genoa City lately. No, Matt just got this dead, empty look in his eyes. You could actually see the exact moment his last shred of humanity just evaporated. He honestly thought Riza was his only ally in this twisted game he's playing with the Newmans. To find out she sold him out for cash, that broke something fundamental in his brain. The fury was bubbling right under the surface, and it is terrifying because a calm, calculating Matt Clark is a deadly Matt Clark. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's backtrack to Riza. I know some people are loving this storyline, but personally, I am so frustrated with her. I mean, I've been watching this show since 2015. And I have seen some dumb decisions, but Riza thinking she could just double-cross Matt and walk away unscathed. Girl, what were you thinking? She has been around Adam during his darkest spider days. She knows how the criminal underworld works. She knows the stakes, but greed just blinded her completely. She was literally sitting there dreaming about her new life, probably picking out a beach house in Bali or planning how to launder that massive payout. Completely oblivious to the fact that she had just signed her own death warrant. So Matt decides he's not just going to shoot her and be done with it. Oh no. That's too easy for a guy who thrives on psychological torture. He wants to make a point. He wants to orchestrate a masterpiece of terror. He sets up this elaborate, deadly trap right in the middle of a casino. The absolute audacity. He knows exactly how Riza operates, where she feels safe, where she likes to hide in plain sight among the high rollers. He lets her get comfortable. He lets her think she got away with the ultimate betrayal. That is the most sadistic part of this whole storyline. He wanted her to taste freedom, to feel the weight of that $500,000 in her digital wallet before he snatched everything away. And the execution of this trap, pure cinematic gold. I have to give massive props to the directors for this episode because the tension was unbearable. Matt systematically disables every single exit in her vicinity. He's like a ghost moving through the shadows of the casino floor. The flashing neon lights of the slot machines, the oblivious tourists drinking and laughing, the sound of coins clinking. And right in the middle of it all, Matt is locking Riza into a cage she doesn't even know she's in yet. I was yelling at the screen, "Run, Riza! Get out of there, he's right behind you." But of course, she couldn't hear me. She was too busy dreaming of her new, wealthy future. Then comes the confrontation. The lights in her private VIP section or wherever she was hiding just go out. Pitch black, and out of the darkness, Matt steps forward. "I am sorry," but the way he smiled, that cold, lifeless, predatory smile illuminating in the dim emergency lights, it's going to give me nightmares for weeks. Riza finally realizes she is trapped, and you can see the sheer panic wash over her face. All that bravado she had when she was dealing with Adam and Chelsea, gone, completely gone. She is reduced to a terrified prey animal in a matter of seconds. The realization that her money can't save her hits her like a freight train. And the dialogue, oh my God, the dialogue was so incredibly good. Matt doesn't even raise his voice. He doesn't yell. He just looks at her, dripping with menace, and declares that the price of betrayal is never money. It's blood. I literally gasped out loud. The price is blood. Who wrote that line? Give them an Emmy right now, because that is exactly what a classic soap opera villain should sound like. It wasn't cheesy. It was genuinely threatening. He made it crystal clear that her $500,000 meant absolutely nothing to him. He was there to collect a debt that could only be paid in pain and suffering. But Riza, to her credit, doesn't just give up and accept her fate. She runs. And this leads to the most intense chase sequence I think I have ever seen on daytime television. We are talking a full-blown, adrenaline-pumping pursuit down into the underground tunnels of Las Vegas. Have you guys ever seen those tunnels? They are creepy on a good day. But throwing Matt Clark and a terrified Riza Thompson down there, it was like a horror movie. The echoing footsteps, the dripping water, the flickering service lights bleeding through the grates. It was atmospheric perfection. You could feel the claustrophobia setting in. And Matt is just stalking her. He's not even running at full speed. He's doing that horror movie villain walk where they somehow always catch up to the person sprinting for their life. He's enjoying it. He is savoring every single second of her terror. You can feel Riza's exhaustion through the screen. She's stumbling. She's looking over her shoulder. She's realizing that there is no way out of this labyrinth. Matt planned this too perfectly. He mapped out the tunnels. He knew exactly where to hurt her. She was just a rat in his maze, running out of breath and running out of time. I have to admit, part of me felt really bad for her. I know, I just said she was dumb for crossing him. I'm contradicting myself, but that's just how emotional this episode made me. I kind of liked Riza's snark when she was dealing with Chelsea. She had this cool, untouchable vibe that made her an interesting wild card. But seeing her stripped of all that confidence, crying and gasping for air in a dirty, dark tunnel, it was hard to watch. It really cemented just how evil Matt Clark has become. He doesn't just want to kill his enemies. He wants to break them psychologically first. He wants them to know exactly why they are suffering. Remember when they tried this kind of dark, underground chase storyline years ago with Ian Ward? Yeah, didn't work then either because Ian was too theatrical and campy. But Matt is gritty. Matt is raw. He feels like a genuine threat that could actually end someone's life without a second thought. The stakes feel incredibly high right now, especially with Nick currently fighting for his life after taking those poison drugs Matt planted. Matt is literally taking out everyone on the board one by one, and nobody seems to be able to stop him. Okay, back to the point. The climax of the chase. When Matt finally corners her in the dead end of that tunnel. The camera angles, the tight close-ups on their faces. It was intense. We don't even see exactly what happens at first. We just hear the struggle. We see the shadows cast on the damp tunnel wall. And then we know that Riza has paid the ultimate price. The show didn't have to be super graphic to get the point across. The implication of the violence was enough to leave my jaw on the floor. She paid in blood, just like he promised. It was brutal, it was dark, and it was entirely fitting for a villain of Matt's caliber. So what does this mean for the rest of the canvas? Because I am panicking for Adam right now. Adam is currently locked in a storage room with a dying Nick, completely unaware that their only inside source has just been brutally dealt with. Adam thinks he still has some sort of leverage, or that Riza might be able to help them navigate Vegas once they get Nick to a hospital. Nope, Riza is out of the game. Matt is tying up all his loose ends, and he is doing it with terrifying efficiency. If Adam thinks he can outsmart Matt now, he is dead wrong. Am I the only one dreading what Matt is going to do next? Because if he is willing to hunt down his own ally in the Vegas tunnels just for taking a payoff, what is he going to do to Adam? What is he going to do to Sharon and Noah once he gets bored of watching Nick suffer? Matt is completely unhinged at this point. He has nothing to lose. He's not trying to escape. He's trying to inflict maximum damage on the Newman family and anyone who dares to help them. He is a man on a mission of pure destruction. I honestly don't know how the writers are going to resolve this without a massive body count. We already have Nick flatlining from fentanyl and cocaine laced with poison. We have Sharon and Noah completely traumatized from being chained up. We have Chelsea wandering around Vegas looking for Adam, completely exposed to Matt's wrath. And now Riza is a bloody cautionary tale left in the tunnels. The pacing right now is just relentless. I feel like I need a vacation just from watching this week's episodes. My heart rate has not gone down since the episode ended. But you know what? As much as I am complaining about my blood pressure being through the roof, this is exactly why I watch soaps. This is the high-stakes drama we have been begging for. No more boring boardroom meetings about who gets to be CEO of whatever company. Give me dark, twisted revenge plots. Give me villains who actually follow through on their threats. Give me consequences, and boy, did Riza face the consequences tonight. It is refreshing to see a storyline where the bad guy actually feels dangerous and the heroes are genuinely outmatched. I am going to need to rewatch this episode tomorrow when I am less hysterical. But right now, my mind is just racing with theories. Will Adam find Riza's body? Will her fate be the thing that finally pushes Adam back into his full spider persona? Because let's be real, if Adam finds out Matt did this, he is going to lose whatever restraint he has left. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath between those two, and honestly, I am completely here for it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, because I desperately need to vent with people who understand this absolute madness.